What do you say, everybody? Welcome to the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. That's Big Sexy right there. You know him. Big Sexy Elmo from WJLX in Jasper. I'm Mick Gillispie in Parts Unknown. And we had to jump on here and we wanted to see what it was like to do a pop-up show middle of the day and kind of get into this. We actually, put something together on this, and then we ended up not posting. So we're like, let's just post live and then we'll get it out there. But couple big stories. First off, you want the good news first, Brett, or you want the bad news first?
Let's go with the good news first.
Well, the good news first is this right here. Lou Groza award winner Graham Nicholson, as everyone probably knows by now, is coming to Alabama. And I think that's worth talking about. And we'll probably get into that on our regular show tomorrow morning. But the more I think about it, the more excited I am that Alabama went out there and replaced Will Reichert with the best kicker in the country, which is really phenomenal when you think about some of the heartbreak that we've had over the years with kickers.
Yeah, I mean, we had some guys that's holding competition for the job. Connor Talty was in there. Upton Belafont was in there. Reed Schubach. All three we saw in the A-Day game. But this guy is a game changer. And Alabama fans, I was one of them, was pretty pissed off when the guy won the Lou Groza Award last year.
Yeah, I was too.
I mean,
you said it on here. You said it on here.
Yeah. I was like, come on, man. Our boy was supposed to win it, Will Reichert, the guy that was the program's all-time leading scorer. But now we love him because he's coming to Alabama, the Lou Groza Award winner. And in all seriousness, he's a great kicker. I mean, he deserved the award too. First player from the Mid-American Conference to win the award out of Miami of Ohio. Made 26 of 27 field goals, 35 of 36 from extra point. Longest field goal was 52 yards. And then, besides the Groza Award, I mean, he won first-team All-American honors, Associated Press, Sporting News, Walter Camp, AFCA awards, So he's got a year of eligibility left. He'll be spending that in Tuscaloosa, and that'll give some of these other guys, time to develop, and they'll all get to work together. And this is a great addition to the program.
Well, it's in one way, you feel bad every time this happens for the smaller schools because, obviously they're losing one of their premier players. But this is just the way that it is these days. And if you're Alabama, you got to be able to go out there and try to net a guy like this in. We were talking about one of the kickers transferring, and it really doesn't matter. I mean, Brett, this guy made 26 of 27 field goals for the Red Hawks. He was 35 of 36 on extra points, had a 52-yard field goal last year. And you mentioned it. Not just the Groza Award, but he was first-team All-American, Associated Press, Sporting News, AFCA, and Walter Camp. I mean, he just rolled down the honors. And it was just like, honestly, we were talking about it yesterday, and you guys didn't get a chance to see that because once he committed, it was like, hey, you know what? Now he's committed. But kind of a weird timing on it to announce it Sunday night, but I'll take it, man. And so we get we add it in an area where I think we really needed to add. Get this guy coming in. I'm excited about that, just like you are. I think that you can't underestimate in a game of football how important it is to have somebody that can kick. I think that it opens up so many different areas for you as a football team. We saw with Will Reichert, making field goals and knowing that you got that field goal in your back pocket allows the offense to be more experimental. It gives them the ability to take chances, and it gives your team a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it does. And also, that is such a very important part of the game. he can. The kicker can win or lose a tight ball game, and everyone remembers those years where I don't know about you guys, but anytime we would line up for a field goal, I swear to you, I turned my back to the TV. Because I mean, that's what I did every time, or I closed my eyes or whatever, went to the other room, because it was like a disaster. And I was always like, Saban's like the greatest coach of all time. Why can't he recruit a kicker? That's what was going through my mind all the time. And then finally, Reichert, he gets the job done, and now we've got the Lou Groza Award winner who's coming in. So DeBoer knows what he needs, and that was a kicker.
Yeah, so we get the kicker. So that's some good news. I guess you're ready for the bad news, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Well, the bad news is that Greedy Vance Jr., who is the Florida State defensive back that Alabama offered a scholarship to come to Tuscaloosa, I'm sure some NIL money, is going to USC. So he's going to be a Trojan. He's going out there. They obviously needed some help. Their secondary wasn't good. But Alabama, I feel like this is an area where Alabama is going to have a lot of inexperienced, and they're going to have true freshmen play, I think, right? Because of the fact that they just lost so many guys to the NFL in the portal last year in their defensive backfield.
Yeah, and, that was a guy, Greedy Vance, I felt really good about him coming to Tuscaloosa.
So did I.
I mean, I really felt good, but apparently not, and probably money talks. 5'11", 180-pound DB that I thought we could plug in there, and he would offer some leadership there in the secondary. I mean, the guy accounted for 71 tackles and 4 interceptions and 12 pass deflections, thus far. And to lose him to USC, I hated to see, but not everybody can roll with the tide, I guess.
What would Roll Tide Willie say in this situation?
He don't give a piss about nobody named Greedy Vance Jr.
I think it's a good imitation right there. Well, look, that's the news right now. It is always great to hang out with you guys here on the channel. This was just a quick pop-up show. We wanted to do something live because we didn't have it on our show this morning. And we were kind of waiting too, just to make sure that everything kind of checked out, but it does. And this is, I think this is a huge get for Alabama, getting, obviously Graham Nicholson. I'm excited about it. I think that this is an area of need that needed to be filled. We got the job done, and Roll Tide, man. I mean, this is a big deal because how many times have you seen a game come down to a kick, and but the ability to make a kick or you missing a kick changes everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they can win or lose games, and we've got a guy that is pretty much money when you put him out there.
Yep.
Longest was what, 52, I say 52, 53 yards.
Yeah.
So
pretty much like money. He spends well.
Yeah, he's good.
He spends. All right, guys, that's it for us. We'll talk to you again in the morning. For Brett Elmore, I'm Mick Gillispie. Roll Tide.